welcome to Spill the Tea with Alicia G, and that one special guest that we interview each and every week. The question is, who is it today? The question is, here is your answer. His name is Corey. And Corey, well, I'll tell you about Corey. He is awesome. Not to mention, he is also a part of a wrestling company, which we're going to find out all about. Guys, before we get started, hit that bell for notifications, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and remember, guys, all social media, AliciaGWorld, www.AliciaGWorld.com. Thanks to all my social media, merchandise, music, and more. Guys, you're following, sharing, tapping on that screen. Don't be shy, and just say, hey, we're about to bring on the one, the only, Corey. Welcome, Mr. Corey. How are you doing today on Spill the Tea with Alicia G?
Good evening, all. How are you doing, Miss Alicia?
I am falling out of control as always. Thank you for joining us here on Spill the Tea.
That is good.
So, y'all know my social media, AliciaGWorld. Be sure to go follow. Corey, tell everyone your social media and where to follow you. Tell everyone. Tell the people.
All right. I'm on YouTube under my Shadowfiend name and under my real name. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter. I'm also under my wrestling name, Mullet Scrub, and also my real name also on TT and BIGO and Likey and Snapchat. So I see. Sorry.
That's right, guys. Give them those follows. Show them that love. And be sure to follow me. All social media, AliciaGWorld. So, without further ado, welcome to Spill the Tea with Alicia G and that one special person who is the one, the only, Corey. That's right, guys. So, Corey, first of all, thank you for being here. Second of all, how did you get into BIGO? Let's bring it back. How did you get into BIGO?
Well, it brings me back to when I just recently got my new phone, and I was scrolling through Facebook, and I practically discovered BIGO. At first, I didn't know what was really about at first, so then I went to check it out, and practically, well, I didn't know too much about it, and I was on for a very short time, and then I ended up disappearing for about 5 months. Then I came back here on August 20th just to try to figure this out. And luckily I did, and it turned out that I did like it, and I'm still around to this day.
Aw, that's great to have you here, aka the Legend of the Rose. So, Corey, how long have you been on BIGO for total, approximately?
Uh, I've actually been on Beagle for 2 years now. I originally joined in early February of 2020. And even though I had disappeared for 5 months, like I mentioned earlier, I'm still around to this day.
Yes, you are. And I hear I might have gave you a nickname. I don't know. Could it be Legend of the Rose? Do you want to tell the people how you got that nickname?
Well, it all started just as soon as I started coming onto the broadcast. And I thought to myself when I was going through the gives, I was thinking, I'm like, what is this rose rain all about? So then I tried it. It turned out to be a beautiful gift. At first, when I began sending in more, I was originally called the Rose Man. Then later, when I began sending more and more of them, within a matter of months, I became the Legend of the Rose.
There you have it, folks. The Legend of the Rose, live in color, aka Corey. Guys, you're following, sharing. Share the live out. Tell your friends we're here spilling some tea with the one, the only, Corey, aka Legend of the Rose. So, what would you say your best
Hmm.
experience has
I
been
actually really
on
don't
BIGO?
know, actually, but if I had to assume, I have to say that I meet a lot of great people on here over the past couple years that I've been on here. At first, I had a little trouble at first because I didn't know what to do, and I haven't talked to any of my friends since high school, and I wanted to come on I wanted to come somewhere to where I can meet new friends, and I managed to find them, and they're good friends to me to this day.
What would you say the best gift you
Hmm.
ever sent
Yeah, I would
is on
say a
BIGO?
super dragon.
I must say that is a
It really is.
spectacular gift. I must say the animation, everything is just oh, it just lights up the screen and goes a roar and a boom boom baby, right? So got to know a little bit about how you found out about BIGO, some cool things about BIGO, how you became a legend of the road. Tell us how you love wrestling. Tell us about that. Like, what was your first exposure to wrestling that made you love it so much?
My exposure to professional wrestling began in July of 2011. I was scrolling through TV when I was down at my grandma's because my dad had lost the house just about a month prior before it, and I was going through on the Thursday night, and I stumbled upon what was known as Spike TV, currently Paramount Network now these days, and I watched a show on there called Impact Wrestling, formerly known as Total Nonstop Action Wrestling. And I thought to myself when I first saw it, I'm like, this actually seems really interesting. So I began to sit through, and I thought it was pretty cool, and that's how I got my exposure to professional wrestling.
Very cool. So, what made you decide you wanted
Well,
to really become a
well,
pro wrestler? Was there a turning point,
well,
something specific that
originally, my
happened, or
original career was to join the United States Army. And unfortunately, due to some
okay?
disabilities I kind of had, it prevented me from joining the army. So I didn't know what to do, and like I said, when I was watching pro wrestling, I thought to myself, I'm like, that maybe there's something I would do, and it made me decide to become a pro wrestler, or want to be a pro wrestler, I should say.
That is awesome. Gotcha, gotcha. And I believe you have a pro wrestler name. Do you
Yes.
want to tell people your pro
My
wrestler
pro
name?
wrestling name is the Rebel Soldier Mullet Scrub. Now, I know it doesn't look like a mullet at the moment, but I had to get that refixed. Um, it practically started back in, I think it was mid of 2017, I think. My original wrestling name was going to be the Nightmare Shadow Fiend. Then I ended up changing some plans. When someone suggested that I become this mullet scrub character because he wants to bring the mullet era back. My first initial thought, I was like, I wasn't 100% certain on it, and I thought it was kind of weird. But then over time, like, I began getting used to it, and I'm like, okay, I'll give it a shot. And yeah, yeah.
Why not, right? So that's your name. Have you ever been to any wrestling
Yes, I have.
events?
All of them
If
have
so,
been
which
in
ones?
all all of them had
Spill
been
that tea,
WWE.
Corey.
Like
Spill that
back
tea.
in May 31st of 2016, I went to a pre-taped of WWE SmackDown here at the BMO Harris Bank Center in Rockford, Illinois. It was pre-taped at the time because it was on Sci-Fi, and there was still only a month left before SmackDown moved to USA Network due to the WWE draft. Now, even though it also featured a WWE main event as well, so SmackDown ended up airing on June 2nd, on a Thursday on Sci-Fi, and WWE main event aired on Friday, June 3rd, on what was known by then as the WWE Network in the United States. And I also went to two house shows, same location, but they weren't televised. They were more house shows. And in November 24th of 2019, I went to Rosemont for WWE Survivor Series in the Allstate Arena, which I ended up appearing as a fan walking by on the pre-show of Survivor Series on both YouTube and the WWE Network.
That's awesome. Very, very cool. Had your moment on TV on the big screen coming to life. Corey, the Legend of the Rose. That's awesome. So, if you're just tuning in, welcome to Spill It to Alicia G and our special guest, the one, the only, Corey, aka Legend of the Rose. Spilling some tea. Be sure following, sharing, tapping that screen. Don't be shy and just say hey and boom boom baby. Oh, boom boom baby boss, thank you. Alright. So, Corey, tell us about
Well,
your wrestling
I am
company.
the co-founder and chief executive officer of Tuesday Night War Wrestling. Now, originally, I did not found the actual organization itself. Like, my longtime best friend, Cole Behan, actually founded Tuesday Night War Wrestling. He originally founded it in 2014 as a video game type version. And throughout most of 2015 and 2016, he had always talked to me about like he wanted to bring TNW to life. And about a year later in 2017, like I began helping him like get TNW up in motion.
That's awesome. So you've pretty much been the brains
Pretty
behind
much.
this whole idea to make come
Yes.
to life.
I
From
wanted
video
to
game
two.
to reality.
Yep.
That's incredible.
Oh, I was going to say I'm one of the two people that made this
Oh, go
possible.
on, go on.
So,
And how many members
well,
are
we
in this
originally
group,
started out
TNW?
as at least five, six members, six, 7 members. We had to get rid of two of them due to issues. One of them racial, and the other one it was just causing too much trouble in the back. And
Gotcha, gotcha. What is the biggest accomplishment TNW has accomplished so far?
well, I have to say though that we are starting to get just a little bit of recognition, even though we kind of been on the up down side as of late. But we still getting in the middle of the process. Like we got our merchandise set up and everything else, and
That's fabulous.
yep, I'm right here. Oh,
Still with me, Corey? Okay. Okay, just checking. Alright. What is the goal that you want to accomplish in TNW? Like, what is the
well,
big goal that you want to accomplish? after all this hard work that
Well, I want
you put into
TNW
it?
to be like an alternative brand that people can watch. Because you've seen many different backyard organizations, including one in particular that is currently on top, and I can tell that some of the people like are getting tired of the same thing going on in their show almost every single day of the week. And I thought that hey, we should make them ours like an alternative brand that people can actually watch.
Yes, another source of entertainment. I like the idea. It's very creative and inventive. Very, very cool. Best of luck with that, Corey. Seriously, best of luck with everything. Guys, we are just tuning in. You're following, sharing, tapping on that screen. We are here spilling some tea with the one, the only, the Corey, the legend of the rose. So, we went over how we got on from BIGO to TNW Wrestling, the big goals and everything, the opportunities. All right, let's just ask a fun one here. What would your porn star name
Oh Lord.
if you could
To
pick
be
one?
honest, it actually would be the Rose Stallion. As I pointed out earlier with how I got the name Legend of the Rose, like
The
with my rose reigns, I thought to myself like, like with the Rose Stallion, because I'm more of the type that likes to be more chilled and gentle and slow.
Rose Stallion coming soon to the big screen. And, are there any plans to possibly be an adult entertainer or be in the adult film industry in
Honestly,
the near
not really,
future?
to
Any
be honest.
plans?
I don't think that I don't think I probably wouldn't be able to handle like having to
We don't judge.
deal with all that.
Can you tell us like where Corey started out? Where was Corey born?
I was born in Rockford, Illinois, in Rockford Memorial Hospital, and I am the son of the Case and siblings of Chelsea and Cody Case. Now I was the second child. Um, my sister is the firstborn and the first child, I should say, and my brother was the last child.
And is it true you have a twin brother?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, are you two actually identical or?
Oh, yes.
Oh my goodness. Did you two ever play tricks in school and like, switch, fool the teacher or anything like that? Or
Actually, no, because throughout our elementary school years, like we were in separate schools until like we reached middle school. Then that's when we began like actually going to school together. So, but we didn't play any pull-on tricks because a lot of people would tell the difference, even though they know that we're twins, but they would know a big difference when they see him.
gotcha. I just had to ask. We're spilling some tea here, Gord. Spilling some tea. All right. Growing up in school, were you like the party boy, the ladies' man, the prankster, the bad boy? Like, what were you like?
Hmm. Well, throughout the first 6 years, no, actually, I think 5 years actually. I was unexpectedly a ladies' man, to be honest. Like, they all came to me. Like, I honestly like I wasn't even trying to at the time because I had this look as a kid. I had this what my sister describes as the chickmunk face, and somehow the girls just they loved it and they began coming all over me unexpectedly until like it kept Yep, it kept going for a while until I reached like 12, 13 years old. And pretty much for the remainder of
In school.
oh, sorry.
Oh,
I was
go,
like,
go,
but
go,
for the
go.
remainder of that, I was more like the chilled back type of person. I didn't pull any pranks or anything like
Gotcha, gotcha.
that.
Did you ever have detention growing up in school? Detention,
Nope.
never skipped school?
No, ma'am.
Really? Okay.
No. I was a good boy, so.
Good boy, Corey. Um, how about what was your favorite subject in school?
Hmm. Well, originally my favorite subject was math, but then when I started getting into history, history became my new.
Nice, nice. All right. How about um, what was your first job right out of school?
My first ever actual paying job is Lexus of Rockford, and I'm currently still working there to this day.
That is awesome. Good for you with hard work and dedication and keeping a job. You don't hear about that, people actually keeping a job for long periods of time. You know,
Hmm.
best of luck with that. Best of luck with that. All right. How about we bring it back to just some fun little things like what is your favorite movie?
Hmm. To be honest, I really don't have any favorite movies. I've been asked that multiple times before, and I just don't. I really don't have a favorite movie. I mean,
Gotcha, gotcha.
I just
Do you have
like
a
them
favorite
all, I
TV
guess.
show? Maybe?
Hmm. I don't think so, but I have been watching through like shows like Sons of
Gotcha,
Anarchy and
gotcha.
Mayans and a
All
couple other
right.
shows.
What is your favorite food?
Ooh. Hmm. To be honest, I really don't have any favorite foods, but if I had to say if I did,
Okay,
I would
okie dokie.
say beef
You're the
jerky.
man who loves. What is your favorite curse word?
Oh.
Okay. He likes
Guess
the F word. He
I
likes
say
the F
fuck
word.
a lot of
Nothing
times.
wrong with it. Oh my goodness. All right, Mr. Corey. Here on Spill the Tea. How are we doing? You're doing great, by the way, Mr. Corey, aka Legend of the Rose.
Why, why, thank you very much, Miss Alicia G. You're looking really gorgeous tonight.
Why, thank you. I even got like little camouflage on to, bring out like the WWE, the Raw, the wrestler, roar side, right? It works, right? Like, I gotta be something
Yep.
in black. 'Cause I know he loves black. All right. So a little birdie told me someone might have hit their head on their bedpost. Spill the tea, Corey. Is that true? And tell us how that came about.
Oh, it actually is true. I had
Ooh.
just gotten off of BIGO, and I hopped over on Instagram, and certain individual that I know, I never seen her done this kind of thing before, and she began like randomly twerking for some odd reason, and I just randomly flinged my head and just boom, like just hit it. I hit it pretty hard too.
Oh no! Gotta get you a helmet there, Mr. Corey.
Well, it was actually was really unexpected, and nor that I even expected it.
Oh, well, it had to happen to someone.
True.
Oh goodness. And letting you know, guys, we do have a hotline. You know what that means? Someone can call in and ask Corey here some questions. If there are any takers, ring my hotline. Ring my hotline. Honestly, ring my hotline. Call. Ask some questions. Honestly. Let's make Corey blush in a fun-filled way. But we'll continue on with some questions here, you know. So, Corey, have you ever been to a strip club?
Back in 2018, I was in I was heading to well, actually what it really began was in late July of 2018. Like, I was helping my sister's friend move because he got into a accident just about a month or two prior before it, and it messed up his back a little bit. So I helped him move for a little while, and even though we didn't really get it fully done till like 2 weeks later, I have no clue why, then all of a sudden, like, it was around, maybe it was 8, 9 o'clock, I believe.
Okay.
And that was when it was decided that they wanted to go to a strip club. Now, my sister originally wanted to take me to what was known as it was originally known as Diamond Gyms. Now these days, I forgot what it's called now. I think it was Blue Diamond or something like that. I don't remember. It's been a while. But then her friend suggested to go to one that he knows in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, called Sugar Shack, because he actually knows the bouncer of that club. And so it was about maybe like about 40-50 minute drive, but we were there for a few hours. And well, technically I didn't really have to pay for the lap dances because he actually ended up paying it for me as a reward for me helping him out hours earlier.
Did Corey get some sugar?
You could say that I did.
Oh. So does that mean, have you ever gotten a lap dance?
Twice I did.
Twice,
Or
not
two different.
once, but twice. The wild man, the wild Corey, is in the house. You got
Mm-hmm.
just do a little bit, a little dance. Did you enjoy that lap dance? Was it a good dance?
Well, I mean, I did enjoy it.
All right, so Mr. Corey, at the Sugar Shack, that's what it was called. Did someone get some sugar? Did he enjoy that lap dance? Did you enjoy that lap dance?
I actually did, as a matter of fact.
Oh.
Yeah, the first time I knew it was coming, and when I got out of the first one, I was more like a, because I didn't know how to react by then. And then after the second one, I was like walking out all Vince McMahon confident and stuff like that.
Oh my goodness. Remember, guys, we do have a hotline. You all can call in if you have any fun filled questions for Corey. So, any plans to ever go back to a gentleman's club? Would you?
um, I'm I'm thinking in the sometime near future that I would, once this whole thing with COVID-19 goes at an all-time low.
Gotcha. I see. All right. Well, we'll tone it down. What would be your dream vacation if you could pick one?
Hmm.
Anywhere in the world you can go to. What would be your dream vacation?
Hmm. Good question. I never actually really thought about it before, because I mean, guess I just get too busy about stuff that I don't usually tend to think about any dream vacations that much.
Okay. How about if you have any hobbies? What are some hobbies that you might have and maybe we don't know about or you want to share? Like, what are your hobbies?
Hmm. Well, my most known hobby would be to study history, which I still do. I practically do it like almost 24 hours a day. So,
Oh, wow. Nice, nice. Studying some history. And I know you do some charity work, isn't that correct? Do you want to tell us
uh,
about that?
well, I wouldn't say not charity work precisely, but I do volunteer at a place called Midway Village Museum in Rockford, Illinois. It shows the basic history of Rockford and how what was originally known and stuff like that.
Very, very cool. So, you are a little history buff, a wrestler, man. You are, um, oh, we have a caller on the hotline.
Oh,
Welcome to Spill the Tea Hotline. How may I help you? Do you have a question?
Yeah, yes, I need to ask Corey a question. Corey, sir, have you
oh.
ever been to a Mazola party or a basket party in your time?
I actually have not. I've never been known to be a party type of person.
Well, you just don't know what you're missing.
I bet.
Are there any plans to maybe um, participate in a Mazola party or a, what did you call it? A color, a
Basket party.
basket party.
I really don't know, to be honest. If I get any like enough free time, maybe a possibility that I could, but I just been more of a busy man than anything else.
So the option is open. If you get the opportunity, you might just say yes.
Possibly. That is if I'm
Hey,
not occupied with my work.
he might just say yes. He might want to roll in the Mazola.
That's not a no.
That's not a no, folks. That's not a no. Are there any other questions, our caller?
Yeah, what about wrestling? Which pro wrestler influenced you the most?
Which pro wrestler influenced you the most?
Hmm. Let's see. I really don't know, but I haven't really thought about it. If I did, I would say people like Hulk Hogan, Undertaker, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and pretty much
Very good.
all the others.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Yep. Oh, and Chris Jericho too. I don't want to forget him.
Got it at Jericho.
And he's also a singer.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
I'm good for the minute. I gotta think.
all right. Caller, thank you for calling in on our hotline on Spill the Tea with Alicia G and our special guest, the Corey himself, the Legend of the Rose.
No problem. Thank you, Corey.
Have a great one.
No problem.
Thanks for calling. Well, that was a fun question. Are there any other questions we might have for our Corey? If there are, don't hold back. This is called Spill the Tea. Oh, we got another one. Would you rather go shark diving, bungee jumping, or skydiving, and why?
Um, Honestly, I wouldn't do either one, to
Oh,
be honest.
okay.
I'm not really. I'm not afraid of heights or anything. I mean, no one does really know because I've never actually been in the sky, so I wouldn't really know from personal experience. But and nor did I know from like shark experience, even though I had been in the Atlantic Ocean before. But
Ooh.
I just I just had never really experienced this kind of thing, so I wouldn't really know. But I mean, if it was open, I mean, if it was open to maybe either one, I would say it'd be more likely with the shark diamond thing than those two, to be honest.
Very, very cool. All right. We'll do a few never have I ever questions. Sound like a plan, Mr. Corey?
Sounds good.
Remember, guys, welcome to Spill a Tea with Alicia G and our special guest, the Corey, the legend of the rose. All right. Have you ever gone skinny dipping?
I have not actually.
Do you want to?
Hmm. Well, well, if a nice like woman who I find really attractive and who finds me attractive offer me that, I think I probably would.
Oh, okay. Ladies, he's willing to go skinny dipping. Ricky here has a question about Scott Hall WWE.
Oh yes. Um, yeah, just about a few weeks ago, two-time WWE Hall of Famer and NWL founding member Scott Hall passed away from he suffered a massive heart attack and he got taken off of life support when his family like came in, but he didn't pass away till several hours later. So as of tonight, like I'm actually wearing this NWO shirt in honor of Scott Hall.
Um,
We miss you, brother, and hope the others will see you soon.
and rest in peace. So, a few more never have I ever questions. How about, have you ever ate a carton of ice cream by yourself?
Hmm. I actually have not, to be honest. I don't usually like, um, because usually when I have gotten ice cream, I just share them with a couple other people.
Gotcha,
Mm,
gotcha. Have you ever gone commando?
Hmm. No, I have not actually, to be honest.
Okay, okay. Have you ever gotten a tattoo?
No, I have not actually, but I am willing to get one. And the two tattoos that I'm gonna get is both are RIP with my dad's name on one arm with his birth date and his death, and then my mom's on her birth date and her death date as well. So
Very honorable of you. Any piercings? Do you have a Prince
n-
Albert?
nope,
Okay, just asking.
I do
Wanna
not. I do not. Nor do I wish to get one.
just asking here. We just want to know. We just want to know.
That's all right.
Have you ever dined and dashed?
Hmm. Dine and dash. No, I have not, because I have always been taught in life um like to pay for stuff. Like it's just how I was completely raised.
Mm-hmm.
If I did that, then my dad would most likely kick my ass.
Oh no, no, I gotcha, gotcha. Have you ever used a fake ID?
Nope, I have not. I have actually never been the type to actually do any of this sort like how other people have. And plus, if I did, like I said before, my dad would have got on me like crazy because he ripped me a pretty good one. So,
Boss here has a question. What is your favorite song and why is it your favorite song?
hmm, I don't know, but if I have to say one thing, I would have to say Judas by Fozzy. Some parts of the song had me a bit of a connection to part of my past, and even though that past has like died off and stuff like that, that song will just remind me of who I was and how I somehow managed to overpower it.
Gotcha, gotcha. How about, have you ever met any celebrities?
I have not actually, to be honest, but I am willing to meet a few of them
Gotcha.
if given the opportunity. So,
Gotcha. If you could meet any wrestler in the world, who would it be?
hmm,
So I know you love your
I could,
wrestling.
I would say Chris Jericho, Stone Cold, AJ Styles, and Hogan and Nash and a few others. So,
Gotcha. I think that pretty much wraps up everything. Any things you want to tell the people about any upcoming events with your TNW, or any plans you want to share with everyone?
well, what Noah's actually trying to do right now is he's as soon as he gets another job, he's like going to like well once he gets paid and stuff like that and gets the other job, he's got to think about like renting like one of the arenas that he goes to, and he's going to try to turn TNW into like a kind of like a indie circuit type of thing, and pretty much we have the show premiere in once every maybe a month or 2 months. But for right now, we're still doing backyard for now until that takes place. Although I do have my concerns, but I mean, I'm just hoping that it actually does work for real. And the only reason why he's doing this because he's an active indie wrestler, and I guess you could say the indie circuits out there are a little bit sensitive on backyard wrestling, and that's why he's planning on doing this so he can get back within the TNW ring because he's our current one of the character he's doing. He's our current TNW All Stars champion, and he's expecting to once we get this taken care of, then he should be able to defend his title.
Nice. Best of luck in each and everything, Corey, and the whole TNW and work and everything, and becoming the dream of the pro wrestler. The best yet to come, just believe. So, Corey, I want to say thank you so much for being on Spill Tea with Alicia G.
Why, thank you. It's actually been an honor and privilege.
It was an absolute pleasure. So I have to ask, what was your favorite question out of the whole show?
I have to say, I liked all the questions, and to be honest, I really don't have a particular favorite. As long as I like all of them, that's what counts.
All right, that works. Can we say boom boom baby on 3?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Boom boom baby.
Boom boom baby.
Awesome, Corey. That was awesome. Guys, if you haven't, go give Corey that follow. Follow me. Remember, guys, all social media, AliciaGWorld, www.AliciaGWorld.com. Thanks to all social media, merchandise, music, and more. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. And remember, guys, each and every week on Spill the Tea, on BIGO, live. We do it live. And trust me, it's real and it's live. Tune in each and every Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The question is, who is it going to be next? Well, we have to find out and see. So tune in, guys. Hit that bell for notifications. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And until then, see you next time. Oh, and thanks for being you. And most of all, thanks for watching. And of course, boom boom baby.